is having a personality.
Oh, hey everybody, how are y'all doing? It's me, it's Matt here with Monarchy Media. We're doing an actual Downtime with Devs this time. That's right, we have a dev with us from another company, and we will introduce him shortly. But before we do, I want to remind you all to check out our free-to-play app games: Rollmentum, Drop Disc, Zipper Zap, Rocket Run, and now Synchro Sprites and Amiibum. That's 6 free-to-play app games all over at the Google Play and the Apple App Store. Give them a try, leave a review, all that jazz. Now, I'm not going to give us, I'm not going to go into a whole rigmarole right now because we have a guest. So, switching over to that screen, everyone say hello to Elliot Min.
Oh, wait, can people see me?
People can see you.
Yes.
People can hear you.
No. I didn't put on my makeup. Hello, everybody.
And of course, we have our awesome programmer, Jamie.
Hello. Hi.
And our good friend, Foley Master and social media tycoon, Tucker.
Hi.
All right, folks. So, Elliot, you are one of the developers for Cerebrawl, or Cerebrawl,
Yes, sir.
or however we're calling it.
Mhm.
So
Brain fight.
we're all connected through Parsec, so they all have a controller. We're going to be playing some of this game. I'm wanting to hit the mute button off of Cerebrawl so that we can now hear. One of my favorite aspects of this game already is just how great the music is. It's fantastic. I absolutely love this music. Anyway.
If you like this kind of music, you should check out 2 Mellow. He did all our music. Check him out at Mellow Makes.
So we're going to get in. There's questions I want to ask about the music, but first and foremost, I want to ask you, what's Cerebrawl?
Cerebrawl is a 4-player fighting game. Fighting games are usually a 2-player game, and when you're with a bunch of friends, 2 people are playing and the other people don't have much to do, we decided let's loop them all in. So it's all 4 people are playing all at once. It's a fighting game about cooperation, and it's about mind games. Hence the title.
Now, I know there's a story behind this game. You want to give us like the quick spark notes on the story?
So the story is that Harmon City is a metropolitan city. It's a normal big city. One day, something called an imagination bomb explodes at the center of the city. Everyone who is in its blast radius, their minds and their thoughts start coming into reality. As the thoughts pour into the ground, wherever they collide, it sends all these people into a pocket dimension. And then as these pocket dimensions come back collapsing down into the city, they have to fight for real estate so that what is their ideal world can take root over other people's.
That's awesome, dude.
Sounds crazy, and I am into it.
Right? One thing about that, so the bomb that made people's imaginations real is called an imagination bomb.
Yeah.
It's not very imaginative.
I know. I actually got the idea from, I don't know if it's
Imagination Land, South Park?
No. No. It was, what's it called? Wait, can I swear?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. It was, the lottery. The lottery had these commercials called the Department of Imagination. And, what you would spend your money on. And it's just so on the nose that I found it charming. So I was like, imagination bomb. Yeah.
So we already have one person commenting from Time Lord's wife how much they love the Ripped Witch, and I gotta say I absolutely agree.
Just looking at that.
It's very reminiscent of an art style that my cousin does, who is actually a frequenter of your streams, from what I understand, and he is quite vocal, which I apologize about.
No. It's okay. His type is welcomed around my parts.
I gotta say, my favorite part, like the few conversations we've had, the favorite thing that's been said throughout the entirety is, "Oh, I know your cousin. He called me a bitch." I was like, "Oh God."
Yes.
It was great. So, without further ado, I've chosen freaking the Battle Witch because she is ripped. I love her outfit more than anything. It's just, she's cool as hell. I don't know who my player 2 is going to be. Who's my opponent? It's okay. So player 2 is the opponent. Player 3 is my teammate. Player 4 is okay. So whoever player 2 is, go ahead.
Operator 28.
Alrighty, who's going to be my sidekick?
Seems like maybe your player 3, Elliot.
Nope. Oh wait, we may have to assign controllers in this game. Actually.
It hasn't needed that before. We just did whoever was.
Oh, okay. No, it is me. It just wasn't recognized.
Yeah, it takes a second for the feedback to come through.
Susan.
Yeah, let's go, Susan.
I don't know if I can control. I still.
You still don't have control?
I had to like click into the application itself, not just like the top Windows bar.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to click it one more time. Okay.
Yeah, folks, we're using something called Parsec. Good God. Parsec, which we are not used to.
Yeah.
So before we whoop each other's asses, I just want to point out I freaking love this art style so much. Someone press left trigger. And I gotta ask, the art style, how did it get chosen?
Oh, controllers got all mixed up. Never mind, I am on your team, Matt.
Yeah. How did the art style get chosen? I honestly, yeah, when you work in art in video games for a long time, you have to kind of emulate a house style, and I kind of got tired of doing that. So I wanted to make a project where I could just, you know, do what I wanted to do. So this
be
is
as crazy as you want.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of cool that, like, since it's all about each person's imagination, like, the art styles could be super varied.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome.
Oh man, I love that this guy is just doing like the standing dance.
Oh, the
who is
like,
the guy
like
that reminds me of
from Bruce Lee.
Or
Bruce Lee would
who's
do
the
that
guy
a lot,
from
too.
Tekken? Was
Oh
that,
my
like,
God.
Eddie or something?
Hold up,
love that.
because Prince Lav said something that I've been holding back for a while. Prince Lav said, for a very brief moment, I thought you were Markiplier, and I was very confused. You look exactly like Markiplier. I've been biting my tongue because I'm sure you've heard enough of that.
Dude, it's my nickname in my own stream. I'm Markiplier's evil younger brother.
You look you are a clone. It's nuts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, if you just started doing random scary games, like, and just pretended, it would work.
And I'll start talking like an octave down. Like, hi everybody.
Hi.
I'm Markiplier's younger brother. I'm Elliot Plyer. You know what? Honestly, if it gets me, if it brings more attention to the game, I'm totally willing to live that lie.
Okay, so there's a double jump.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever actually seen that in a
fighter.
game.
Yeah, no, it's usually like you can block midair. Also, whoever's attacking me. Thank you so much for the bits for
I bet that's
100
Elliot.
bits or 300 bits for Elliot Plyer.
Oh, I love what you've done here of where you don't have like the finished like frames for the animations. You still have like the character, like the mannequin for it, so you can still see all the movements and everything. That's pretty clever.
Yeah, it was mainly so I could predict how much like how much RAM the game was going to take up. So I just threw in like placeholder animations for everyone as quickly as I could.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, yeah. The other reason is that like I would love to finish all these animations, but I took a year off work, and Battle Witch alone took me like a year.
Wow. Whoa.
To get her where she is. So
I mean, she's fantastic, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Just like
that's so sick. The eye comes out of the hat.
Yeah, the eye coming out of the hat. I've been waiting to show that off. It's so awesome.
Those are the little touches that it's like when you see it, you just
go
crazy. Oh, what?
Okay,
like
so do down back
drone
X, and that will summon your drone, and then just attack. Doing down back X again, we'll do a carpet bomb. I think it's down back X.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Quarter circle back X. If you do.
Whoa!
Yeah. Different strengths do different things. So.
Yo, he rock. So where did you work before, by the way?
I worked in a bunch of different places. I started my career at Harmonix, working in QA actually as on Guitar Hero 2 for Xbox.
Nice.
Wow.
I worked at Disney for a while. I did some freelance for Epic Games. Yeah, kind of all over the place.
Sweet.
Right now I'm working at a place called Wave XR. We do
Whoa.
virtual concerts for musicians.
Oh, that's really
Okay.
cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, who came up with the initial idea for Cerebrawl?
I did.
Was it always going to be a fighter?
Chair.
Was
Sorry,
it
what was
always
that?
going to be a fighter?
Yes, I've been wanting to make a fighting game since I was in high school. So like, I remember the first time
Whoa!
I played. Whoa!
How the hell did you do that?
I don't know.
When I first played Third Strike, I knew I wanted to make a fighting game at some point. So, and then, yeah, when I lived in Boston, I would
That's so cool.
I would go to Street Fighter tournaments and stuff like that. And once I saw the scene and like how much fun people had playing fighting games, that's when I knew like, yeah, fighting game.
Awesome.
I've never been to Evo, but I would imagine it's got to be one of the coolest experiences.
definitely.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
there is not a crowd in esports that gets as rowdy and hyped up like fighting
Like
game
Evo.
people.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sadly, I went the year where they moved the tournament to the Las Vegas Convention Center instead of the Mandalay Bay. Well, they had grand finals at Mandalay Bay still, but
But the main rest of the tournament was elsewhere.
yes.
Is that the year where it was like a big stadium where the stage was in the middle versus being on like the end of the big ballroom or something? Because that's the one that I'm familiar with.
Wait. Say that again.
The one that I've seen a lot of is like it's like a big ballroom or like a big convention hall where they have like the stage and everything set up on one of the walls, but then there is a
Yes.
year where they had it like in the middle of an actual stadium, like an arena.
Yeah, that was the Mandalay Bay.
Okay.
I think they started doing that the year I went, but to rent that place out, they had to save money in other places.
Fair.
So instead of doing it in a hotel, they did it at the Las Vegas Convention Center. And oh man, that place was kind of a mess.
So there's a primary function of this game, the big hook for it, that you don't really see in a lot of games. The only thing I could possibly think of that's even similar was Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate's tag team, but even then it's not quite the same. Who's on my team?
Apparently me.
Why don't you throw that left trigger in?
Oh, left trigger.
Or,
Duh.
yeah, the bottom one. Boom!
Yeah.
Tagged out.
Yeah, and then
But
you can
folks,
swap out.
Look at this! I'm still
Yeah.
in.
So how do I do the combo move where I just come in briefly?
It's any of the punch buttons.
Left button.
Oh, okay.
Left bumper.
Okay. Oh, I think I swapped myself in completely.
Oh,
So what was the inspiration behind this tag team aspect?
Actually, it was Street Fighter X Tekken. They had a 4-player mode, and they really tried to push it in the tournament scene, but it was missing something. So me and the team, we thought we found it, so we thought we could give it a try.
The ability to do it independently, not needing my teammate to tell me, and not even that, being able to just do it whenever while you're like if you've got someone in an infinite combo with, let's face it, with the amount of gamers that are out there, if you make a successful fighter, someone somewhere is finding that infinite combo. Me back in high school using smoke during MK9. So this disrupts that. It disrupts their ability to be that jerk.
Oh man, I'm getting blasted here.
Oh my god.
Not really. When you're being hit, when your point character is being hit or blocking, they actually, you can't tag in. When you're on the aggressive side, you can. Although we are planning on putting in a defensive tag mechanic in soon.
Sort of like a combo breaker that sends out the other person.
Not when you're getting hit, but probably when you're blocking. There's, because there are 2 types of tags right now, so the third one is probably going to be a defensive type.
Like I come in, kind of share the damage kind of thing, or just like come in, help block the hit?
Help block the hit. More like that. More similar to that. So like if someone's like getting chipped out, but they're blocking, give them like one last chance to switch out.
Gotcha.
I would love for a way to just completely tag someone to disrupt the combo. Like,
yeah, we're talking about that. It would have to be a resource intensive tag because I mean
using one of these bars in the bottom. What are these bars, by the way?
They're super meters, so you can do supers.
Whoa! How?
Yeah.
How?
Usually it's a special move with two buttons.
See, now I have never been terribly good at fighting games because I just can't memorize all the combos.
A and X
or do the
my
things where you have
grab.
to do like the quarter turn or like the half turn on the thumbstick kind of thing. So I have crazy respect for the people that can do that hyper finite movement, like the people that can do the midair like Rocket League stuff.
So
this guy back in the day.
Didn't mean to interrupt, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I had a question. Is there like, I'm assuming every character had like their own little field of like inspiration in terms of like where they came from. I'm just curious where like the place where your fighters come from.
oh, I see.
Creatively.
Well, Battle Witch, she represents my fear of women.
Okay. Terrific. Love that.
No, I don't know.
Says the married guy.
Yeah.
So you understand that?
What's that?
So he more than anyone else understands.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of have more fun creating characters in a directionless way.
Nice.
Just like you made something cool, let's work with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of these characters I had designed long ago, and I was just like, fuck it, let's just use them.
So you started with the character designs and then decided how you can make like a fighting style
moveset
around
and
it.
everything.
Yes.
As opposed to the other way.
Now is that
I
like
was
a
like,
standard
as
aspect
an
of
artist,
fighters?
What's that?
Is that like a standard thing? We had talked for maybe like 2 weeks about making a fighter and then moved on because we just wasn't plausible for us at the time. Is it standard for like you create the character and then create the moves around the character?
Actually, I don't know. Like, I haven't worked in any other studios making a fighting game, so it's hard for me to tell. I can tell you. I'll tell you 2 things though. Number 1, if anyone cares about you, they'll tell you don't make a fighting game. It's a stupid idea. It's incredibly resource intensive, and the returns, like, cause I love fighting games, but there's, as far as monetary return goes, when it comes to effort put into a game versus what you're gonna get out of it, it's very low. Games are very
we had like a relatively niche audience. Obviously, there's a massive following for fighting games, but it's like you don't have like the Call of Duty level of appeal. It's just like you can tell somebody, we can sell 4 billion copies of this because it's formulaic.
Yeah, and especially if you're gonna make a fighting game, don't make it in 2D.
So I was going to ask you about that. What made you decide 2D, which is so much more complicated for something like a fighter than 3D?
It looks better. Hey.
So that was the whole choice. Better. It's like, I can do this better, this looks better, this.
This is why an artist should never be the leader of a project, because he will make really dumb decisions.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Like, Matt having very complicated high-level ideas that have to get reeled in.
Even last stream, we even mentioned that Jamie frequently has to be the screen door on my submarine. He
I mean,
has to
but
do
hey,
it.
like, dream big and then like dial it back, I guess. Like, you don't want to start off restricting yourself.
Nah,
Yeah.
you dream big and then you suffer. That's how you get it
How can I actually do this?
done.
I do have a question. Could you move, Matt? Could you move around the level a little?
I'm dead.
I had a question for you that or whoever's alive. I had a question because I
Tucker.
noticed it feels like it's in a 3D world. Is it actually built with 3D depth, or is this just like a trickery using like parallaxing of 2D elements on various depths with how they're drawn?
I'm about to cry because you asked me that question.
Oh no, he picks up on this shit. He's the best,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
This
he
is what I do. This is what I notice.
This is something that I put a ridiculous amount of effort into, just praying like I hope people notice this cool, this interesting thing that I did. It's actually it is 3D, but
Okay.
I did the production backwards as far as 3D goes. I did the painting first, and then I projected it onto a 3D model. If that makes sense.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Yeah, the way you're supposed to
Interesting.
do it is you do the 3D model and then
Yeah.
you texture it. But I wanted it to look like a painting. I didn't want it to look like a model.
It does.
It straight up does.
Yeah, it
So
has
you're
a really
saying-
interesting flow.
Hey,
So you're
thanks so much
saying
for the
that
host
these
dragon.
aren't sprites. Like these aren't sprites in the background. These
Oh,
are just like
the
flat
cars and stuff?
textures. These are actually
mean the
wrapped
cars?
around 3D models. Yeah, the cars, the buildings.
Yes, but it's highly the perspective is compressed.
Right.
Okay.
So
Wow.
the actual depth is like if it goes back like 30 or 50 feet instead of
Mhm.
500 feet. So I compress the perspective because I start with the painting that has the perspective in it,
Mhm.
and then I cut the geometry, and then I pull things backwards. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll
That's
show you I'll
genius.
show you what the model looks like at some point.
That's
Sure.
freaking genius,
Yes, that would
dude.
be awesome. Are you
highly
making this in
inefficient.
Unity?
Yes.
Okay. So
Um,
are you changing like any settings on the camera itself to change the actual like perspective that the camera is using, or is it like a relatively normal perspective that is drawn, or the like visually the art is made to look at that way?
So the way that someone would usually do a side-scrolling 2D anything is you want to have your camera be orthographic, but I give it, I turn the orthographic camera off. That's the only thing I do. So it has like a normal like camera angle and a depth of field. So when you walk around there, you can see a little bit of parallaxing that happens.
Yeah. Right.
Because there is depth. Because if you use an orthographic camera,
Right.
it turns off all perspective.
Right. Yeah.
Eventually, I'm hoping to actually get more interesting camera movements to really enhance the 2D 3D mix of it. But we don't have a coder at the moment.
Two things. First thing, Dragon, you are 100% right. The background does kind of feel like Persona, and I was just playing Persona 5 Strikers, and the music actually feels kind of Persona-ish, and that's like Persona 5 is praised because of the art and praised because of the music. So like, even seeing that comparison is awesome. Second thing, folks, for those just joining us, this is Elliot Min. The Cerebrawl is his brainchild.
Hey,
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Go ahead and whoop each other's asses so we can get another match going.
One thing while we were talking about the environment that I also had noticed, one thing that really sells it for me, especially with the depth, is the lighting too. So I'm assuming that you have some of the lighting, like the tail lights, drawn into the actual cars themselves.
Yes.
But then you probably also have actual like physical lights in the scene with potentially some kind of like bloom effect. Is that how you're selling that?
Yeah, so I paint in the lighting, but I also I turn off the lights for the environment, but I turn them on for the characters so that when they walk into the lights, like it changes their lighting. But what else do I? Yeah, and I turned on lens flare on some of these headlights.
Yeah,
so that,
you can see that right now.
yeah, so you can have a little bit more interesting play of light when you walk in front of it.
Yeah, and especially when you have like these cars that are like kind of obfuscated by the truck that's more in the foreground. As you like move over to the right and you reveal the lights, like that one of the headlights on that car, you can see like the actual like bloom coming from it, and that's crazy cool looking. That's so awesome.
It's pretty easy to implement. It's just like a, what is it? Did I pay for it? Was it free or did I pay? But it's just like an out of the box like lens flare object that you can buy. So
that's sweet. Yeah, it just helps sell the environment so much to me.
The environment is just perfect to the point where I almost want to say it's okay to have an artist lead the project because you're not sacrificing. You're saying this is what I want. I want it to look like this. This is how it's going to happen. And the payoff, I mean, you could see it. You can absolutely see it. It looks amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, those backgrounds are incredibly like lush. They're good shit.
I'm sad that you're telling me this now because it's this close to going in the bin actually.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
there's just so many problems with it whenever. Well, yeah. See, again, this is one of the problems where I'm like, I see all the problems, so I'm like, ooh.
That's the artist life.
Yeah,
we're all sitting here gushing over it, and then you're just like, I don't know, that one edge looks real weird to me, and you're just like, are people seeing that?
It breaks the illusion, can't you tell?
All right, so we got Jaren v. Susan. Now I know.
I'll show you guys something fun.
All right.
Do. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got cheat codes.
Also, yeah. What?
No.
What are the special powers? How do I do these? How do I use that super meter? Because I've been pressing two buttons at the same time, like you were saying. I can't figure it out, and I really want to know so I can hurt these guys.
Wait, who are you playing?
You can do this.
Who am I playing? There we go. I'm Jaren.
God,
You are Jaren. Okay.
I don't know what
actually,
I keep pressing.
Yeah. He does not have a super.
Of course, I choose the guy who doesn't have a super.
Yeah. I have to think of one.
Well, I mean, you could go like Johnny Cage style, do that like super dash, or you could go like a flurry of punches style, borderline Luffy from One Piece. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The gum punch is.
I mean, he's I was thinking the machine gun punch. He's straight up like he's a boxer. He's a mixed martial artist. He's got that feel to him. You could do all sorts of stuff, combine martial arts, like throw in a sumo stance or something. I can see so much potential with this. And I'm also getting my ass kicked.
How do I do the eyeball?
Down back
move?
X.
Yes, you are correct.
And if you want to do the super, you do down back 2 punches.
Oh.
Any 2 punches.
Okay. Oh. Did
Cool.
roll something there.
Hey, teammate,
So
you want
it's
to
not
step
hitting
in
it
here
fast
so I
enough?
stop getting my ass kicked?
Yeah, you have to
So-
hit the 2 punches at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Uh,
so like A and X together after
Yeah.
do.
oh. Okay, that's weird. My my thumb doesn't like normally think. Oh, okay, I'm doing something. Hey, you want to walk into that, by the way?
I do it again. Do it again. Ooh, and I'm dead.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Who's my teammate?
Me.
So
I believe in you.
What makes her have the broom underneath her when she's midair?
That's an air dash.
Oh,
She can fly
okay.
too. So if you do,
Oh,
if you
okay.
jump and then
Whoa.
you quarter circle back with 2 kicks, she can fly.
That's
Oh,
dope.
okay. Yeah, like I said, I am not good with like the controls for fighting games.
Neither am I. but
As Matt can
we're
attest
gonna work through
to,
this together.
all the times we played Mortal Kombat, I would just button mash to victory.
It's unfortunate. Recently, we've played some Mortal Kombat, and the degeneration of my skills over the course of a year of not playing is so evident. I've had to use AI players to take on medium computers. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a what is it? It's a decaying skill. Is that what you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
riding a
like-
bike. You forget everything the moment a month passes and you haven't touched a controller.
Yeah. I haven't been to a tournament in a really long time, and oh, dude, if I go, there's gonna be like 12-year-olds kicking my butt.
Just absolutely murdering you.
Well, one of my favorite things I've ever heard from a game developer ever was Ed Boon in a documentary about Mortal Kombat said, when we created this, we didn't think of half these combos. We walk into an arcade, we see these kids playing this game, and they're doing shit we never even imagined. They'll whoop our asses. And that in itself, I love. It gives me hope, because I suck at all of our games. I suck at all of our games. Trigger Finger, Thigh Climbers, Rocket Run, Amoeba. Actually, I'm good at Amoeba.
Yeah!
I'm good at
Everybody's always asking me like, "Hey, what's your high score with this?" And I'm just like, "I don't know, somewhere in the couple hundreds." And they're like, "All right, like,
Bro,
screw
what?
you." It's like,
He has
dude,
to
I don't
play
know.
it
I've played this
nonstop.
for hundreds of hours while I'm testing it. What do you want from me?
Meanwhile,
Okay, so I had a question, like an art question for you.
Sure.
Because I noticed the two variations, like the skin variations for the Battle Witch. So
I think there's 4.
when
actually.
you're doing
There's actually
that,
more. Yeah, there's
4.
actually.
Yeah,
there's-
we all
it looks like there's
switch-
4 on screen right now.
We also all go witch. Yeah.
So are you doing this like a sprite sheet kind of thing for the animations? Is that how you're setting it up?
No,
Or
everyone
how are
go
you actually
witch.
running each animation?
We're using 2D Toolkit, and we just have a shit ton of sprite sheets.
Okay.
So you did it. That we're
Yeah,
starting
this is
to
actually
dabble
something
in 2D.
that we've been talking about recently. So does that mean that you have repainted and remade all of the sprite sheets for the different skins? Or is there something that you can do to where you can, I guess, overlay the color variants onto a single sprite sheet?
Should I?
Could you tell
I
us?
will
Yes.
try to be as descriptive as I can without giving everything away.
Yeah.
But
Can you give
okay.
it to us away in private so that we know? We're
trade
working in
secret.
2D for the first time, and we really want to know.
okay.
Well, I mean, it's a very interesting thing because it's like an insane amount of work depending
Yeah.
on how you do it.
So the final art assets are PNGs that have 4 channels: R, G, B, and alpha. And 2 of those are used for the well, actually, you know what? They're all used for shading. But 2 of them are used for normal maps, and 1 of them is used for color separation. So you can have Unity figure out different bands of gray tone and have a shader assign those colors after the fact.
Okay, interesting.
So it's
So
So it
sort of
is
like how
like
I was
you-
talking about before.
Yeah, so like you do have the one sprite sheet that you're able to then take into Unity, and with materials and shaders, you're able to have it like dynamically. So does it do that at runtime then, or is that something where you then have like all of your variations created like using some tool in Unity, and then you can like swap those in and out?
that is above my pay grade. I don't actually understand. I don't know if it's on runtime or if it's pre-rendered, but
Okay.
I will say we put 1 set of assets in.
Gotcha.
So my guess is, yeah, I don't know.
This is
I
all the
could- I
nerdy
could-
stuff that is just
know.
going through my brain.
I could say something right now, and it would make no sense because I don't understand. You ever talk to someone who talks with confidence, but you can just by the content of what they say, you can just tell like, oh, this guy doesn't make any sense. I could
He
put on that
works for a
act,
guy
but
like
I will
that.
not.
I feel like that's how my family looks at me every time I talk them about making video games.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's super interesting. Like, that's
Mhm.
that's just awesome. I love knowing all of the insights or like the stuff that people don't consider when they're playing a game. They just assume, oh, they've just done the thing. They opened up their computer, they did the hacker thing for I don't know 20 hours, and then you just have the result. People don't realize like how much the insane level of work that goes into even the most like minor of details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always love watching documentaries about how people are making stuff and really going deep into the process. It's so interesting to me.
What's the name
Talk
of the
about
documentary
niche
we watched?
appreciation.
Say that again, Matt?
What's the name of the documentary we watched?
Oh,
about
well, Double Fine. Yeah, Double Fine has always, in the last like decade, done a really good job of documenting how they have been making some of their games, and whether it's like their little prototype games or full games. I'm sure they've done a whole recorded series on Psychonauts 2. But yeah, it's just so interesting to me. Like, even it's not just games too. I love watching stuff about how people have made music or making movies.
Yeah.
All the behind the scenes stuff is so interesting because I do have such a deep appreciation for all of the work that goes into everything, and I'm so glad that people record all of that stuff for the people that do want to know all of that.
That is one thing that I really appreciate about this stream podcast that you guys have. A lot of times, when you're a fan and you want to interview like the creators of the game, like you don't have the, and how could you? You just don't have the knowledge it takes to come up with questions that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right, they don't have the technical know-how to
Like, how do they
even talk
know
about
what to
anything
ask?
other than just like what it is on the surface level.
Right.
how'd you make it look good?
Yeah.
Well,
Time, persistence. I don't know.
How
suffering.
some odd years of art school.
Torment.
A lot of cold showers. Yeah.
Yeah. Before I go though, I wanna do something real. I wanna.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Who's on my team again? Was it?
I think it's me. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Which,
All right.
which are you?
I'm the one in the background right now.
Okay.
The yellow one. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we should do. Well, actually, you come in first. So do
Okay.
X. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, that's the wrong one. Like it.
Oh. I guess it depends on the controller that I'm using, because right now I'm using like an Xbox controller.
Well, no, I selected everyone as which that I could because we were just chilling on the character select screen.
Okay.
So I want you to do jab strong fierce. Just walk up to him and do jab strong fierce.
How do I do that?
So it should be X Y right bump.
Hold on, I got it.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, you're 4, right?
I think I'm in 3.
No. We start out on the right side, so you're playing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all using the
So-
same controller.
Yeah. So X Y right shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go for it. Is that it? Or am I backwards still
Right.
potentially?
You're so close. X Y and then right shoulder.
Oh. Am I doing the shoulder
There
too
you go.
fast? Oh.
Okay. Wait. First of all, real quick. Could you go to training room?
That actually hasn't worked for me in the past. And
Oh, really?
also, whoever pressed start is the one. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Health on. Super refill
Mm.
on. Okay. Now press start one more time.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a tag combo.
Okay.
So
Am I about to get
What?
just destroyed?
do it for the audience.
Alrighty. Do it for
so,
you.
okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do short forward launch, and then I'm gonna jump up in the air and then do a ground slam.
Okay.
And the moment I hit the ground, I want you to press B
Okay.
and then X, Y, right bumper.
Okay. So
you're gonna
B
do
to
four
tag in,
Yeah.
and then okay.
XY right bumper for the
Yeah,
combo.
yeah. Gotcha.
Oh,
So I'm
God.
gonna show you what I'm gonna do first.
Ooh, why am I nervous all of a sudden?
I know, right? It's like giving like choreography for a movie or something. Like,
Yeah.
all right, this is when you throw the
Yeah.
punch.
So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna jump, and then I'm gonna slam them down. When I hit the ground,
Okay.
you hit B, X, Y, RB.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, damn it! I missed.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, I tagged in.
All right, we're gonna do that one more time.
Oh God.
It's gonna be cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3, and then.
Oh.
Oh,
Was that it?
yeah.
Oh. Was I just too slow?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
touch.
All right. I got it now. I'm just
Okay.
gonna go. I'm just gonna full send it whenever you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn it! I messed up again. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Ah, so close.
It's too slow on the. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I hitting
It might
shoulder
be a little
too fast?
lagged because of
That's how you did it
our
too
side.
early.
Okay, so there is like a built-in
Like a
little
timing
like
factor.
input cooldown. It seems. Okay. All right. Let's try that. Let's try that again. I promise I won't screw it up. What is the allowance, by the way, for like continuing the combo with the input?
So when you hit B to tag in, it's different from A. So an A tag, you jump forward from where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
A B tag makes you teleport to where I am, but it
Okay.
also slows down time.
Okay.
It'll slow down time for like 60 frames, so about 1 second.
Okay.
So you can breathe a little bit and kind of try to take your time and see where you're at.
But just for
So
one
once I
second.
start the combo, what is like the between hitting X and then Y? What frame count am I allowed?
Oh, I think you're given like 14 frames each.
Okay.
You can kind
So
of
it's
do
like
it.
roughly a quarter of a second.
Yeah, you don't have to be too precise.
'Cause right now I'm just like bop bop bop. That's how I've been doing it. All right. I'll,
yeah,
Before I
go
get my
bop,
ass,
bop, bop.
before I get
Okay,
my
I'll
ass
chill.
destroyed, just
Yeah.
I just want to point out one thing. As Battle Witch is standing there, just her shuddering, changing the shadows on it, freaking gorgeous. All right, proceed to whooping my ass.
Okay, here we go.
yeah,
1, 2,
I got
3.
it. Okay. All right. I see it now.
Could he have comboed that into a
I
grab?
can smell what the rock is cooking. I got it.
Actually, you know what? Let's try it this way. I want you to crouch in front
Okay.
and then do X, Y, RB, and then hold up.
Oh, you're gonna throw me in the
Okay.
air. Gotcha.
Oh. So do I have to move closer to him, or does it not matter once I've? Okay.
If you're hitting him, it'll cancel to the next move. If you don't hit him, it won't.
Okay.
Actually,
Wait.
just put
So
him in
what
the corner.
am I doing wrong here?
Let's just go to the corner.
Jab to the medium punch. You can do pretty fast. So
Okay.
just go, there you go.
Like
All
that.
right, one more time.
That was gorgeous.
And so what am I doing once I'm midair? What am I hitting?
Nothing. You wait.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't jump. You know what? Let's take that from the top. And let's pretend that I'm good at video games. Oh, I punched too much, I think.
Oh, damn it! I pressed the wrong button. Now I'm terrible. Okay, one more time.
Hey, I'm not terrible. No, how do I keep doing that? Okay.
Oh, damn it! I did it. I'm a terrible spokesman.
There's a
for
learning
no
curve
game.
to this, man. Fighting games are
All
complex.
fighting games have a learning curve.
That's the big takeaway here for everybody watching is that fighting games are damn complicated. Not just to play, but to make as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're complicated to play even if you
Yes!
Oh snap!
make. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
So you full on swapped.
We did it.
Oh, that was great.
Swap combo. Yes. I'm so glad I was able to show that.
Yes.
Ah, damn.
I'm
It's
really
teamwork.
glad you brought up the that there is a difference between where you swap from, because
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, if I'm super far away from you, is that a detriment? Like, should I always be hugging close to where you are, or does it help if you're like far away and then I can set up being behind them to combo?
Tag in real quick. Okay, so here's one of the things you can do. So if you're far away,
Yeah.
you can do stuff like this.
Oh, okay. So you
I
can
can't-
like close the
yeah.
gap.
Now,
I can't protect
interesting.
you.
Can you be
Like,
damaged while you're over there? Like, if you
Oh.
pop in to fight me, could I
Yeah.
throw a punch your way?
Yes.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if I don't read the situation correctly, we could both get stuck in a combo, and then we're super screwed.
Interesting.
You and your goddamn evil eye.
Oh, that's super awesome. Well,
Dude, this game is
Yeah.
great. Like,
I
you
super
can't
appreciate
bin
you
this.
showing us all this. This is so
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Yes, thank you for having me on.
Of course.
That was a lot of fun.
Yo, and if you've got some big updates that you want to show off, by all means, hit us up. We want to do more of these Downtime with Dev moments.
You know, I was actually trying to get a new build out before this, so we
Ooh.
could play a fresh build. But
Well, I mean, when the new one comes up,
yes,
Yeah, just let
have
us
you
know,
on
man.
again.
okay, yeah, that sounds like fun.
I love how she rides her broom, by the way. The
Yeah.
diagonal. Just, I'm gonna stand sort of on the broom. It's not like, I'm not riding the broom. My legs are straight.
Well, yeah, and folding the arms like I'm good. I got this.
Yeah,
I
it's-
absolutely love with Susan, her walk away animation is just
Oh.
her texting.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. And
Yeah.
the chair
Uh-huh.
hit, her whole
Yes.
pro wrestling thing. I'm
Got it.
I'm a big pro wrestling dork, so I am immediately like in love with her.
Aw, thank you. Yes, and I gave her sweet chin music
Yeah.
for medium kick.
Man.
But yeah, you'll be if you like pro wrestling, you'll be very excited to play her because she can do chain throws. So
Love that.
yeah, once you
Yeah.
get someone in a throw, you can just keep throwing them.
Yeah.
Unless they know how to get out. Have
Unless
to
they
learn.
know how to counter grappling.
All right. I'm not sure how much time you've got.
Yeah, I
But
think.
yeah, it's been super awesome chilling with us for this long.
Yeah.
So-
no, thank you for having me. Yeah, I gotta get back to work now. But yeah,
Folks-
this was great.
Send some love Elliot's way. Do you have a Twitch channel where people can see like you doing art and stuff or something along those lines?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter at NIW Industries, or if you want to follow the game at Cerebrawl. If you want to check out our Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Cerebrawl.
It's some great stuff, guys. You should
Sweet.
definitely check it out. Throw him some follows, throw him some love. Elliot, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Round of applause, everybody.
Round of
Yeah, man.
applause. All right, folks, we're going to switch to that BRB screen real quick, and then we're going to hop over to some Dead by Daylight. Also, everyone say goodbye to Jamie. We will see him Friday for some little nightmares. All right, folks, be right back. And they can still hear us. I forgot. So I'm going to mute our mics now.